You stood right here and you vowed to put your best foot forward in this bronze game, and you did that.
We did.
How were you guys able to pivot and put forward this performance?
We wanted to win. We wanted to come out of this thing strong, hold our heads high, get ourselves on the podium, do it for ourselves, do it for the fans, and we were able to do that today. So I'm really proud of us. That's our last. I said it in the last 2 interviews. That was our last team game this season, the 4 of us, because our front end's not going to make it to the Players' Championship. We've got a couple spares coming in, so we wanted to end this season with the 4 of us on a winning note. We were able to do that, and it feels great.
Aggressive out of the gate, Brad. Can you talk to us at the first end and kind of setting that tone with that early split?
Yeah. We like that call in the first end, the split, because if we make it, we lay 2 on them, and we're almost all the time we're going to get a deuce. And we got a big break when he flashed a hit. We didn't expect that, but coming out of the gate strong with a 3 was awesome. And then the 5, obviously broke the game wide open. But I think the reason why we were able to score so many points, not only did we get a bunch of misses, but we felt really comfortable on sheet C all week. We loved that sheet. It felt really easy to put the broom down, felt really easy to call line on that sheet. It's almost like you could see rocks where they were going before they were thrown. Really easy to visualize. So great sheet of ice out there, great teammates, and it was a hell of a week.
What's it say about this team for you guys to do what you've done just so quickly put together?
I think we got a special group here. I said it yesterday, we play for each other. We love one another's company. The communication's through the roof. I think we still got ways to go. We can improve. But we've learned a lot here this week. We learned a lot about ourselves and our team coming through the Briar the way we did, fighting and battling hard here at the Worlds. I was thinking about it. In our last 34 games, we're 30-4. We lost to Ross White, Brad Gushu, and twice to Bruce Mallett. That's a heck of a record, and I'm really proud of that. And I think it just goes to show that we can compete at the highest level, both in Canada and on the world stage. And if we can continue to have a growth mindset and improve, who knows, maybe we can make it to the top of the world stage one day.
To that point, the next event of consequence for this quartet will be the Olympic trials.
Yeah.
Look forward to that.
Absolutely. Can't wait for that. We got a lot of building and work to do between now and then. All the teams are going to be working hard, the Canadian teams, to be ready for that event, and I have no doubt that we'll be ready for that event, and it'll be super exciting to go to Halifax and leave it all out there and see if we can throw the Maple Leaf on our backs one more time.
Kind of an unusual 8th end there, Brad. Can you walk us through the confusion?
Yeah, I was confused. I knew we had to play 8, so when he turned around to shake hands, I didn't really know what to do. I was shocked, and I wasn't surprised to see the officials intervene there. Obviously, in their brains, they were probably just mathematically eliminated, and it was, you have to play 8 ends. That's the rule. That's the rule, I think, for TV. All good. I said to the skip there, I'm good to hit this out if you are, and they were done. So, that was that.
Brad, what's the one thing that, just on a personal note, that you're going to remember out of this week, whether it's the fans or the play or what have you? What's the one thing that you're taking away from this experience at the Wings?
What's the one thing I'm taking away? It probably is the fans. I would say my number one thing I'm taking away is the support that the fans and the people of Saskatchewan, coming together and buying a whole bunch of tickets, selling out this building a bunch of times, and supporting us all the way through was something really special that we'll never forget.
Can you give us some insight into who the spares will be when we're covering you in about 48 hours from now in Toronto, Brad?
Yeah, so we got Connor Negevin, my old buddy from last season, playing lead, and Tyler Tardy's going to step in at second, and we're going to give the big guys a rest. It's a lot of sweeping for the big guys, and Brett's played a lot of games this year. So, Ben's got some things he's got to handle at home and some work obligations. And, Brett and Joss got a job to do at the Mixed Doubles Worlds, right, in just a few weeks. So they got to prepare for that. He's got to get home, and they got to be family men and do that. And, we're going to still give it our all, Marc and I and those 2 guys in the next event, and, try to make a bunch of shots.
When was the last time you threw a takeout?
Oh, I don't throw a lot of them. I don't throw peels very often because the leads are getting guards up. So Brad's like, what kind of weight do you want? I'm like, peel. I want to throw a peel. I got tied a time at 6'1". 6'1" for me is pretty good. Getting old, I like that. Bombs.
Hey, Benny, there were some children of yours and all the other players watching you guys win a medal at a World Championships. How much did that influence how much you wanted to play well today?
Yeah, we wanted to play that game for everybody, ourselves included. We played way too good of a week here this week to walk away with nothing. I mean, I think it was pretty evident today we were on the wrong side of the semifinal draw. We could be in that final easily. We played Switzerland. I think we ran them out of the building 9-3. We played the best team in the world in the semi and gave them a hell of a battle and came up a bit short. And it's the luck of the draw. Sometimes you get a soft semi and sometimes you don't. And we had a great week. We were 11-1 and lost to the same team twice. And that team.
Ahead of this tournament,
it's not a real team.
Ahead of this tournament, you said that it was going to be special to play in Saskatchewan because you've played overseas. There's something special playing at home. So what was this like for you to have all your family and friends out here?
Everything I expected to be, and it was better than that. Yeah, the people here are amazing. Even you guys, even you media guys were amazing this week. Even you guys. No, it's just a pleasure. It was a pleasure playing here. I mean, I love Saskatchewan. It's my favorite place in the country. The people here are great. Curling fans are amazing. Sports fans, ice good. This was 10 out of 10. Probably the best Worlds I've ever participated in, and we got third. So I've never finished third in the Worlds before, so new feeling. But I'll tell you what, third feels better than second. Second is finished second a couple times. Those are kicking low kick.
Maybe not the color of medal that you guys probably wanted coming into the week, but still, you guys seem proud about what you guys did here.
Yeah, we are. I mean, guys, we don't get to come here every year. This isn't a lose the semifinal at our national and come to the Worlds every year. But that's not what this is for us. Like, this is a really hard tournament to get to for us. So to come here and get a medal and get third, a little bit disappointing because we were playing good enough to get first. If we would have came here and we weren't playing good enough to win, when you don't win, then you kind of just like, hey, that's kind of the way the week was going. But we were playing good enough to win. We knew that. Every team knew that. I think you guys all saw that. That was the disappointing part, is we were playing good enough to win, and we just came up a couple of shots short. But for us, it's tough to get out of Canada. You got to beat Kushu, you got to beat Dunstone. There's Cooey, Furby, Martin, Stoughton. Like, you go through the years how to get here. Like, I've been to 5 of these through 20 years almost. Like, there's a lot of good teams out there. So for us, it's a huge privilege to be here. Got to wear the maple leaf again, which was a total blessing. I'm super grateful, and to be able to do it here was really special.
And
carry on.
Ben, what's the one thing that you're going to remember most out of this week?
Just how good we played. Really proud of my teammates. We all played awesome, right up and down the lineup. The roars of the crowd were amazing when Brad made some big shots. The adrenaline rushes we had. It's hard to make this 42-year-old guy feel young, but I felt real young this week, which was amazing. And not a lot of things in curling, to be honest with you, get me as juiced up to play at the highest of my ability and really, really excited, like new experience. That was a new experience. I felt like I was 25 out there. It was amazing. Yeah, it was great.
All right, boy, I believe it says a lot about this team that they were able to come out after that and put forward this performance, Marc.
Yeah, proud of the whole team. Tough loss yesterday. I think Curling Canada and our teams are learning that getting on the podium is important, winning a medal is important. You win that last game of the week and you feel like you've accomplished something. We had a tremendous week. We played unbelievably well. We played the #1 team in the world yesterday, playing at their best, and took them right to the wire. We got nothing to hold our heads about. Just super proud of the guys. We played amazing, and we're leaving here with big smiles on our faces. It's not gold or bust in this sport anymore for curling. These international teams are unbelievable. So we played exceptionally well. I think we're 24-3 in our last 27 games or something like that. Just super proud. Awesome atmosphere out there, and proud walking away here with a bronze medal.
What are you most proud of, Marc, when you think of the last week and a half?
Oh, how well we played under pressure. A lot of pressure in front of a home crowd. Long round robin, guys are tired, easy to get frustrated and down on yourselves and emotional and sick of each other, and we didn't do that once. We were just amazing teammates. The whole group, that goes for the coaches, that goes for the therapists. That's a pretty tight unit in that locker room, and we played really hard for each other the whole week, and that didn't stop today even after a tough loss. I'm really proud of that. We've been on teams before where things get tough, and emotionally you have some setbacks, and we didn't have that once. And I think we're still thinking big picture here. This team's only getting better, and we still have an ultimate goal next year, and this is only going to make us better.
I don't want to suggest that maybe at this point of all of your careers, you maybe go, do we still have it at the highest level? I wonder how much this week fueled this team's belief to get to the Olympics.
Yeah, it did. This is a big experience for a team to go through. You almost have to feel what it's like to play a big international event to know what you need to do to prepare for the Olympics. I think this gives us a good summer of some thought and where can we improve and how can we get better. And if we have the opportunity to get through those trials, we'll be better prepared for the Olympics. This is a big step for us. And I know everyone's excited to kind of finish off the season here, and I think we're all going to go into the summer thinking, great job, guys, boys, hell of a season. Yeah.
You said there was pressure being the home team. What was it like curling in front of this crowd all week?
Unbelievable. Yeah, up there with the best curling experiences of my life. Vancouver 2010 was something really special, something we'd never seen before. This crowd was incredible, the support all week, and even today, right? Like, tough loss yesterday. There wasn't one negative comment that I saw or anybody disappointed. Everyone's still proud of us and supported us. Saskatchewan sport fans are unbelievable, and we were extremely fortunate to have this experience on home soil. Not a lot of curlers get this opportunity, so we were incredibly grateful, and can't say enough unbelievable things about Canadian curling fans right now.
What's one thing that you're going to either remember or take away from this week that sticks out in your mind on a personal note? Just, I will remember this experience forever.
Can I say the whole thing? When Brad made that double last night in 7, it was one of the better fan experiences I've had in my life. I've gotten goosebumps on the ice a few times over the years, but it gets harder to get them the older you get. And the goosebumps were flying last night after that shot. And just seeing how entertained the crowd was with us playing the sport we love at such a high level, I don't know, man. I don't know how you beat it.
Okay, Brett, a bronze medal for a team that battled all week. How important was it to finish the way you guys did?
It's huge. You don't want to come away empty-handed at an event like this. We played far too well for that. So it was great to just kind of pick up where we left off. We played a strong game this morning, and happy to be going home with the bronze medal.
Were you surprised with how well the game went for you guys today and how dominant it was?
I mean, we played at a high level, so I'm not surprised by that. I mean, I know it wasn't their best game, so the score, it was what it was, but I'm not surprised that we were able to come in and play at a high level. We wanted to do that this morning, and so I was proud of the way we bounced back after a tough loss last night.
Do you wear the same Canada jersey at mixed doubles worlds, Brett? I mean, listen, at this point you must be exhausted, but how do you refocus to once again try and qualify this country for an Olympic quota spot?
Yeah, I mean, a little bit tired for sure, but I mean, that's invigorating, kind of playing in front of a crowd like that, and I mean, that's a lot of fun. So it's exciting that I get the chance to do that again. It's going to be on home soil again in Fredericton, so to have the opportunity to wear a maple leaf twice in one season, it's incredible, and I'm excited.
How have you and Joss been able to navigate all of this? Because you've been away and she's been doing the thing and you're looking after a kid and doing all of this. So how have you guys kept in touch knowing that there's that goal as well? Yeah,
it's been difficult. We have a lot of support from family. Family's been huge for us, and we're going to need all that support in Fredericton too. So it's just we love to curl, we love to play, and we love our little boy at home, so it's all worth it.
Probably not the color of medal that you guys wanted when this tournament started 10 days ago, but the word I keep hearing from all 4 of you guys is you're still proud of the result. Why is that? We stuck in there as a team. We played at a really high level. I mean, that game we played last night, there's nothing to hang our heads on, and we came out again this morning and played at that same level. I mean, it was consistent play all week, and we were there to support each other. And team's on a journey. I mean, it really just started with the 4 of us this September, and we've kind of been on the upswing ever since. So it's exciting to see what maybe next year can hold for us. We know we still have to keep working hard and keep supporting each other and having enjoying the ride along the way. So it's exciting to see what our future might hold. When you think about this Worlds, when you're even 20, when you retire, you look back on this World specifically, what's the one thing that you're going to remember most and think about that?
That Canadian support, it's unbelievable. It's kind of only maybe the second or third time I've got to play in front of a Canadian crowd like this, wearing the Canadian colors, and it's special. The memories you make from an event like this and hearing that support it's incredible. And yeah, I mean, I hope it's not the last time for sure. It's exciting.